Hi everyone, my name is Yadira Ratia, and the name to my presentation is The Shrew. The adaptation I chose was the film 10 Things I Hate About You, and it is based off of the play The Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare. My thesis is that The Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare, written in the late 1500s, inspired the film 10 Things I Hate About You, which was released in the year 1999, where we could see how both the film and the play explored how the traditional gender roles were being challenged, along with the societal expectation of women and how the gender dynamic has evolved through different eras. A little bit on the background of the play. This was written in an era where women did not have any rights or any at all. The play setting is in Padua in Italy during the Renaissance. This is one of Shakespeare's classic comedies, and it still holds a lot of popularity as it has many adaptations to it. For example, the film 10 Things I Hate About You. When this film was released, we are now in a time where women have much more liberty and rights, but it has a modern twist to it, using a high school setting somewhere in Seattle. Overall, there are many similarities that the play and the film have as far as characters, so that as an audience, we can see the correlation among both. As far as characters and plots, I want to go briefly into it to understand the themes a little bit better. So, the main characters were Catherine and Kate. They were known as being undesirable, non-ladylike. They showed aggression, had a sharp tongue, and were ill-mannered. Essentially, they were the shrew. Bianca was desirable, soft-spoken, and sweet, and she was also the younger sister of Catherine and Kate. For Prosciutto and Patrick, they were confident men. They were the ones in pursuit of Catherine and Kate and looked to taming the beast. Of the plot in the play was that Bianca was not allowed to marry until her older sister Catherine would marry. And the plot in the film, since we're in a high school setting, Bianca was not allowed to date until Kate would date. Things that I saw reoccurring in both the film and the play were gender roles. In both the play and the film, we can see how Catherine and Kate were not your typical girly girl. They were indeed challenging the expectation of the gender role of a woman. They did not fit the stereotypical picture of what a woman should act like. Because of this, they were claimed as a shrew and or the beast that needed taming. In the play, we can see this becomes an issue as Catherine was not seen suitable to marry and Kate was not seen suitable to date. Overall, Kate seemed to have been able to challenge these gender roles more as she was able to freely speak and be more opinionated against these roles throughout the film. As far as another theme was the expectation imposed on women in the play because of the context of the era we are in. Um, we know that the expectation imposed on Catherine was to be submissive to a man's power and do everything in her ability to be suitable for marriage. And once in marriage, she must serve her husband and her household. In the film for Kat, the expectation imposed onto her was that she needed to conform to the world of fitting in, being popular, and being pretty. To go into how the gender dynamics have changed through different eras, I believe going over Catherine and Kate's ending speech says a lot and it's very powerful. So, for Catherine's ending speech in the play, she essentially proves her transformation as she has conformed to the societal norms and the expectation of a woman, as she expresses in her speech the importance of obeying one's husband. As far as Kate's ending speech, she continues to challenge the idea of fitting into societal norm and instead expresses herself authentically in a poem where she lists the 10 things she hates about Patrick. This is something that Kate was able to do or had the freedom to do in her era, but something that Catherine probably wouldn't have been able to do in her time. So, overall, my conclusion is that through comparing both the taming of the shrew and 10 things I hate about you, we can see the complexities of the ongoing evolution of gender roles and societal norms. I thought it was important to include the scene of where Kat's performing her poem at the end, and then this is a section of Catherine's um speech towards the end of the play as well. As like I said, I believe they hold a lot of power. and say a lot. And these are my preferences, and that is it. Thank you so much.